Craig, Pendleton County emergency officials told us that they found a man dead along the banks of the Licking River. They found him with a canoe and near what they believe is his truck. They're calling him a flooding victim, but the information is still very limited at this point. The whole scene is playing out on the other side of Willow Creek. This is 177 as you come into Butler, which you can see is still partly submerged in water. And to give you a sense of how powerful that water was over the weekend, that is a trailer. It was moved about 200 yards by the water over the weekend. It is just a snapshot of the cleanup Pendleton County has in front of it. On a Falmouth street flooded with water, Brad Carroll built the polar opposite. What does this fire say to you?
Calm down.
He returned Sunday to find his yard flooded.
You could only see the tip of these when I got here.
The deepness of the water measured in garden tools.
I seen all my stuff had floated over, a bunch of my stuff from up here.
Yeah, so is that it over there?
That's it, yeah.
I'd say it's going down over a foot an hour.
Scott Memmering turned flooding into fishing.
Well, there's two pay lakes right now, right here. You would never know it, but there's a lake right here that sits and then one right there.
Lucky the water at the Licking River campground never reached his camper.
Who knows how muddy it's going to be? That's the problem.
We got a phone call and they had said, we got some bad news for you. You're not going to be able to come home.
Kathy Hildebrandt in Butler was less fortunate.
I can't walk them in my yard because it's contaminated.
The Willow Creek swept up motor oil and diesel from a nearby trucking company, bringing tires, trailers, and a slick mix right into her front yard.
We can't let the dogs in it, otherwise they would die.
You have a lot of things you care about and love in that garage.
Oh yeah, a lot of things are worth money.
As the water lowers across Pendleton County, the path forward is still hazy.
However high it is out here, I guarantee that's how high it is in that garage.
But residents know they'll get through it.
If there's a town in heaven, I'm sure it's named Falmouth.
Back here in Butler at this oil contamination site, the Kentucky EPA is going to need to bring in a contractor to get it all safely cleaned up. For residents who are going back into Butler, it is not going to be business as usual. The sewer system is still turned off tonight. All of this while emergency responders are still investigating that man found dead along the banks of the Licking River. Live tonight in Butler, Andrew Rowan, WCPO 9 News.